Oh, yes, people. Welcome back to St James's Park. Welcome back to Magpie Channel TV, where Newcastle United have got a big win today. 2-0 over Nottingham Forest. Let's turn it this way. Let's chill out. As we can hopefully chill out now for the international break after a big, important victory. Now then, wasn't plain sailing. Wasn't very pretty, to be honest. You know, let's be real. First half wasn't good enough. First half was pretty poor, pretty standard. I expected a lot more from the lads after that Champions League win during the week, but Eddie Howe did go unchanged with that starting 11, and you think they were a little bit tired, they were a little bit fatigued here, or were a bit slow. I think so. I think so. Coming up against one of the worst sides in the Premier League this season so far. Obviously, we are only 7 games in, but under Ange Postecoglou, they have been winless, they have been woeful, to be fair, and we didn't quite do enough in that first half. We didn't quite test the keeper. Really frustrating time and time again, seeing the first ball hit the first man, set pieces not delivering. You know, I had that Mick Martin, that new set piece coach. We haven't seen none of that so far this season, have we? Well, we scored a set piece against Arsenal last week, played it short, but it's just quite annoying when you see us time and time again trying to deliver balls into the box and they're just not paying off, they're not beating the man, and they're not causing much of a threat. But at half time it was important to just regroup, calm down a little bit. Think we've got 45 minutes here in front of the crowd, and it is, it's a Sunday at 2 o'clock. It's the worst time to play a game of football, for the atmosphere, for the energy, for the players, for everybody. It's not the best, is it? But we have to get used to it. If you're playing a European competition and you're playing Champions League, and you have to play at these times. Last week against Arsenal, 4:30 was good enough, but the 2 o'clocker, it's like everyone takes time getting going, from the fans to the players to everything. Just seems a bit slow, a bit lethargic, a bit it's a Sunday, it's slow. And that's the way it was. First half was not great at all, but nobody cared about that as long as we came out second half and got the win. Because for me, everything today was about getting the 3 points on the board, and that's what Newcastle managed. And if you watched my match preview, the video the other day when we talked about the training ground, I predicted the 2-0 win. So it's all up here. So if you listen to me, you can win money on midnight, really. You know what I mean? So you can get that. So I did actually predict Elanga to score as well, which was disappointing. I was debating between him and Voltemada. We're getting his goal in a minute and his impact. But Elanga failed to score again today, and he just failed to deliver, like, quite literally as well, in terms of the assists and the crosses. It's like he does everything apart from the final touch. The final product is lacking. It's wayward, and that's the way Newcastle were the first half, to be honest with you. Just not much impetus about them, not enough going forward. But second half, we needed that bit of magic. We needed that moment of inspirational, and we got it through captain Bruno. Bruno with a goal from the edge of the box, bit of a screamer. I thought it was more of a screamer than it was, to be honest with you, when I seen it live. I've seen the replay back just then, and it's not quite top corner like Big Nick's penalty, but it's still a very good effort. It's still a solid strike there from the edge area. It's nice to see him score them, because we don't really see any of our midfielders, including him, take shots out the edge of the box and find the back of the net. But when that did hit the back of the net, we did score and we did take the lead. I never doubted us to go on and get the 3 points. It was kind of like, well, how many do we want to get? Can we get 2, 3 or 4? And we end up getting 2, but that goal from Bruno was so important. Otherwise, it had all the trademarks of either fucking Chris Wood last minute winner, or we're just fizzling out for a 0-0. Thankfully that wasn't the case. Once Bruno Guimaraes scored that goal, it opened up a little bit. I think Forest were more than happy to come the other day and just get a draw, move on with their lives, and that would have been that. But Newcastle found a way. Bruno, edge of the area, scores it, and then we're on the ascendancy. I think it was the right time to make substitutions as well. Murphy was destined to come on with Elanga really struggling to create much. He was getting in good areas so many times. Elanga gets in dangerous positions but doesn't do anything with it. And even you can see the same thing about Gordon today. Them wingers, Wednesday night against USG, brilliant. Tonight, today against Forest at home, just not enough. Just not enough action, not enough precision, not enough real danger for the opposition. But then Jacob Murphy comes on, and fair play to Murphy, he deserves this. He has constantly shown his worth with his goals and assists. He didn't get one the day, but when he did come on, he was causing a problem to Forest defence. And Newcastle, make sure that microphone's nicely attached. I think you hear me okay. We've got Storm in the background, we've got lawnmowers now, so hopefully you can hear us alright. But yeah, Barnes comes on, Murphy comes on. It's a bit of danger there, and it's funny, I think Elliot Anderson took one for the team. He made sure of all 3 points today. He thought, you know what, the Mags, he's a Mag, he's a Geordie Maradona, as the Forest fans above me were chanting. And he fouled for Newcastle. It was a definite foul, there's no doubt about it. It was 100% a penalty. A penalty? I said like Chris Waddle there. A penalty. 100% a penalty. And what about Nick Voltemora stepping home and smashing it home? Honestly, what a finish that is by Voltemora. He actually hit the ball earlier in the game from close range. You think, how have you managed to hit the ball there and not score? This time you think he was going for the ball again. He was taking his anger out, and it was a good old-fashioned penalty. And you know, Alan Shearer sits over there in the boxes on the Milburn stand across there. I tell you what, he would have been proud of that one when Big Nick smashed it in front of the Gallagher. Top corner, top bins. Nick Voldemort with another goal at St James. That's 3-3 now at St James Park. A few goals for the Toon already. Never mind who was playing last night. Yeah, who's that getting beat? Liverpool throwing the title away. Fantastic. We've got Voldemort now. In all seriousness, with Voldemort, when you're watching the game, it is going to take time. You know, for him to adapt, for us to adapt to him, for the wingers to involve him and whatnot. But you know, some silky touches again, some good hold-up play. Just need to get him involved a bit more. He needs to be in that area a bit more for the crosses to be ready. But again, it's not like he's missing sitters or anything. Like I said, he hit the ball earlier. But that penalty is an unbelievable penalty. Absolutely blasted into the back of the net. In Newcastle, kind of cruised to a 2-0 win. You know, Forest never caused too many issues, too many problems. We've had many clean sheets, to be fair, this season. The issue has been scoring goals. But another clean sheet today. And we'll see ourselves now 11th in the league. And like I said, it would have been a bit of a lose-the-plot situation today, maybe, if we had have got beat or drew. It wouldn't have been good enough, really. But getting the 3 points today sees us on the brink of top 10. We're only a couple of points below Crystal Palace and 5th, who lost today against Everton away. So it's still early doors. There's still all to play for. We've got the international break there now. Comes at a good time, to be fair. And then after that, there's loads and loads of games coming. Brighton away, Benfica here at St James's Park, Spurs here in the Carabao Cup at St James's, Fulham in the Premier League at home, a couple of away games involved in that as well in the Prem. So there's lots going on. There is loads going on. So it's a busy few weeks after this international break. There was reports the day before the game that Lewis Hall had pulled his hamstring. So we're waiting on a scan for that one. So both fullbacks are out. You already know about Tino Livramento being out for about 8 weeks. Trippier comes in today again. But Dan Burn at left back. No Lewis Hall. No recognised left back, to be fair. So that's a concern. Let's see what comes of his scan. But it doesn't sound overly pleasant, really. You know, Lewis Hall come back from a long layoff. Now he's already injured once again, and wait to see what the scan reveals on that hamstring pull or the issue there, the injury that he's holding. Big blow, considering the amount of games we've got. Our two young, exciting fullbacks are out. So that's stinky, but we'll touch on that more in the podcast tomorrow night, live at 6 PM. Make sure you tune in for that. That'll do for me here at St James's Park as Newcastle finish off this Sunday, finish off the week with a 2-0 win over Forest as the chance ran around. Ange Postecoglou getting sacked in the morning. He's having an absolute mare at Forest. The Greek owner's a madman, but we're focusing on the tune, focusing on the players there behind us, doing the old cool down. Got Lascelles, Kraft, Sula, all having a race there now. I'll show you, all having a race there now, all the way up to the touchline there. Who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? It was probably Lascelles on that one, but there we go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Drop your thoughts below, whether you're here at the stadium, whether you're watching TV at home, in a pub, anywhere around the world. Let us know your thoughts. as Newcastle United 2, Nottingham Forest 0 is the full-time score. We're off to Fleet Street now. Have a little celebration, a few pints there, eh? Why not? And thanks to Fleet Street as always for hosting us today in their box at St James's Park. Good day out, not the best of games, but a big win nonetheless. Thanks again everyone, subscribe to the channel and enjoy yourself.